この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Mushoku Tensei, Season 2, Episode 19, and I've decided that that's what I'm going to start with today. It's kind of a toss-up, and I was going to maybe do a coin toss between that and ReZero, which I both need to watch today, I think, because I missed Mushoku yesterday, but I decided it just makes more sense to do it in the order that it goes, so Mushoku's first. And coming with that, we come right off of the first turning point that hasn't turned me inside out completely. It did before I actually saw the turning point, but having watched it occur, it's turned inside out my expectations for what a turning point can mean, both in the story of Mushoku Tensei and in the world at large. Maybe turning points aren't always terrible things that happen to you. Maybe they can be choices that you make, or things you get involved in, or wonderful blessings, great joys, but also great change. Because at the same time that Rudy finds out he's going to be a father, he also finds himself compelled to leave, to not be there for his wife's pregnancy, to likely not be there for the birth of his child, or their first year or so of life, at least. But he has living family who needs help now and here. He has reasons to go, and the story needs him to go. Let's not forget that we live in a fictional narrative that needs to be compelling to us as an audience. And going out adventuring with something compelling to come home to is a classic form of a story. I said last time we had switched from the Iliad to the Odyssey. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's that we've switched from a different kind of story to the whole Iliad, Homeric, Odyssey framework where we're going somewhere to get something done and then we'd like to return. But the tone feels different. That feeling of having something to return to, something important. And a bunch of unfinished threads that will mature in unforeseen ways as we leave. What's going to happen with Nanahoshi's work over the course of, a couple of years? She started making incredible progress in many ways thanks to Rudy and the team's help. How far will she get? What about Zanoba, working away at making statues and studying the automaton? How about Julie, learning in her own right and expanding her mana pool in new ways? What about Norn and Aisha? How much will they change over time? Or Lilia and Persena? And speaking of Lilia and Persena, some strange things have been said by Hitogami. Some strange warnings of regrets to come. Inevitable regrets to come. Unavoidable catch-22, go this way and feel one way, go that way and feel another way kinds of regrets. But also some strange guidance telling Rudy to go and sleep with members of his dog person pack for reasons that are totally unclear to us. Very interesting. And could be designed to prevent Rudy from doing precisely that. Because Hitogami's a shifty motherfucker who I don't trust at all. But for now, with the title that we've got, Desert Journey, it feels like we're maybe even going to skip our instant and immediate goodbyes. Tonally, we got them in the last episode. Maybe we'll spend our time with them this time as well. Maybe we'll cut somewhere else. Wouldn't that be wild if we cut away from here to show somebody else's desert journey and we just expected it to be Rudy, but it wasn't really? I think that would be wild. Either way, whatever way it ends up going, I'm excited to see where it goes, and I look forward to doing my drawing for the day, which in a weird way is going to be maybe serving for both episodes, for both this show and for ReZero, which puts it in a weird context, but I'm gonna give it my best shot and see what I come to. It's partly gonna be inspired or mediated by what I was listening to today. I was listening to a lot of one of my favorite genres, which is like Outrun or new retro wave. It's gonna have an effect on what I draw. I'm also, since I popped the color cherry last week, I think I might be using some colors again. It should be interesting. I didn't turn the camera on. Oops. Maybe... Fuck, I love this. I think it's super funny. It's so silly. It's so silly. And like, I know that the usual tone of these images is like dark background and everything, but I think this gets it across just perfectly. It's got such a dumb boardwalk t-shirt sort of vibe to it, where it's like a particular style, but then it's like a goofy, jokey thing that's going on there. Or like one of those like old pinup ad magnets that are just kind of fucked up and hilarious. In this case, it's like the whole new retro wave outrun sick ass, yeah, chrome and neon style, but it's outrun your regrets. I love it. I love it. I think it's great. It feels weird to have it there. Eh, it just feels better. Especially with the Simba girls in front of it. Outrun your regrets. Beaky. Okay. Episode 19, and off we head on a desert journey. You can find early access to next week's episode on the Patreon, linked in the description, as well as links to a picture-in-picture version that'll have the whole video in it. Otherwise, you're watching the timer-based version, which is up here on the YouTube, and we'll have a beep timer to count you down in just a second. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm excited to see where we go from here in Mushoku Tensei. We had a turning point, and it's unclear to see exactly what turning 2 looks like. So here we go for episode 19. Thanks for joining me again. Beep timer. I guess he hasn't told her, yeah. Yeah, but I gotta. She knows. Not much fight. Yay! Sick. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, how are we gonna handle you on the road? Sorry, I'm married. Yeah. It only works temporarily. Yeah, are you not gonna tell him? Oh, you're being like that, huh? Yeah, come on, Lena Lise. You can return. He'll be a little older and more popey and more hot. It'll be great. Plus, however long it takes. Nanahoshi? Okay, so we are gonna tie up these loose ends first. We're not gonna just cut to. I don't know if she'll think it's unfortunate. Maybe she'll give him a shopping list. Hmm. Feels like she's being abandoned, maybe? She's hoping to be gone by then, I'm sure. Yeah, hold up. Oh, books to read? What do you got? What do you got? Gonna give us a gift or something? Oh. Did we just hit level 5? Did we just... Did we... Whoa. Cutting our time way down, but shortcuts are very scary. Dude, shortcuts are super scary. Like, what if we end up teleported somewhere else? That's awesome, though. Being kind to people pays off, even if you don't expect it to. Wow. Wow! Whoa! The wisdom of others. Just with the willingness to talk to people about it. So I wonder what the trade-off is. If we can get there in a couple of months and back in a couple of months, that's like such an instant win for Rudy. He's going to do that. But what's on that path? Like, what dangers lie that way? Now I'm spooked. Alright, let's chat it out. Norn already knows. Fuck you, Sylvie. You're not allowed to be that fucking cool. You're not allowed to be that fucking cool. Wakata. It's alright. No problem. I know where you're going. We're communicating effectively. Everything's gone. Predicts the timeline anyway. But I've got chances for it to be shorter. Dangerous. Oh. Oh, yeah, and of course she's traumatized by it because shit's happened before. Yeah, didn't even think of that. Oh, good response. I believe it. But I also believe it might be more difficult than you expect. You got it. Yeah, the squads. Nice. Norn? You're the third line of defense. Smart. Smart. What? What? Oh. Didn't realize that was a thing. It seems like it. Oh, she's being so strong. She's being so strong. She doesn't want him to worry when he leaves. Yes! Proper. Eee, wee, squee. Proper. Properly done. Papa. Papa right good boy. That's so good. He'll pop up. Sick. Nasty. Yeah, lay it out for us. Oh, that's a fuck of a horse. It's a forest week, so monsters. Desert journey. Wow, sounds easy as pie. No problem. This plan's gonna go exactly as intended, and nothing could possibly go wrong. Everything is gonna go wrong. It's gonna take like a month to get to the first teleportation circle. The circle's gonna be broken. We're gonna spend like half a month to fix it. Then we're gonna go teleport to the wrong place. Fuck. My dude is inventing chastity belts. Thanks, bro. I love you. Just handing him kink gear. Rad. Rad. Oh, and we've inspired the them, and he wants her that much. No, she's complete. She was gonna leave him. She was gonna leave him. That's lovely. Sophie is very like, uh. Oh, dude, I'm scared though. I want to full believe. But it would be so crazy if this went well. It would be so crazy. That's such a fucking horse. Man, that scares me. At least this episode isn't named Turning Point. Then I'd be butt puckered every time somebody says that. I already am. That's such a scary, garbage, the horrifying thing to be like, everything's gonna go so great. Smash cut to death. Like, I'm so traumatized. Is everything actually gonna go great? I can't imagine a world. Do we have a squire? We have a fucking squire bro who we haven't even been introduced to. This is super pretty and lovely. He's gonna get eaten. Oh, he's taking the horse back. He's not gonna get eaten. We are. Don't step on the... That's really pretty. Oh, woo, they're pretty. They're like special mega pretty again. We're doing what? We're doing what with who and when? Are you fucking joking? And that's not gonna have repercussions? Bro. Holy bro. I don't know how to feel about this. This is scary as fuck. We're dabbling in shit that's crazy. Huh. Sure looks like one. Maybe it's a trap, though, or a second one. The book, the earliest book that was recommended. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah! Remember I was talking about how teleportation... this was so long ago. I was like, well, that could be really useful in the very future. Fucking hell, you just had to level up, bro. Something we share. Yeah, and Sylphie, too. And we're not scared about this at all! I'm scared! It did say Desert Journey, so maybe we'll make it to the right place? Holy shit, it's that easy? Okay, we're in another labyrinth. There's sand. Ah! Don't split! How? Wait, but she might not be able to activate it from the other side. Oh my god. Spinning Earth? So I feel like it might actually matter. Like, a few seconds can mean a lot in weird ways. I guess it doesn't matter. But then who put that clothing in there and why was it perfectly preserved? I'm all suspicious. I'm all suspicious of everything. Oh, fun desert moments. Desert journey, indeed. Oh, crap. I see something over there. Whoa, an earth-hewn little oil lamp and every... Oh, hello. Might need some chastity belt. Oh, uh-oh. Nope. The smell is too much. The pheromones. Booty, 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 booty. Right. Don't get killed by something jerking off in the desert. Oh, fuck. Don't get tempted by a vampire lady. Ah, that's no, 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 no. Fuck. Well, we're gonna get enticed by a sexy lady. Monster. Snake. It's probably a snake, right? Ugh! Full succubus! Sick! Sweet! Didn't know those were like that. Fucking good to have a Lena Elise around. Just suck the poison out of me. Bonk. Wow, 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 wow. She knows. It's succubus juice. Ooh! Forever, never gonna be lived down. Oh, okay, so we're just gonna have fun Montage through some desert journey stuff. Ah, it's cool. That's neat. It doesn't need to be spectacular either. Nice. Fuck. Rudius. Could you make a cloud to just chill over us? That would be cool. Hey, homie. Ooh, grass. Oh, an oasis. Holy fuck. Fruit. Food. Fuck. Cool. Yow! Yow! Yeah, but it's still just edging her. Yeah, it's still just edging her, unfortunately. Oh, well. It's a cliff. Senpai. Cliff Senpai. Let's fly! Woo! Fuck, I love magic. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Ah! Ah! Griffin? Fuck. Two of them. Are we on their nest? Oh, no, we're fighting them. Random encounter. Brutal. How you doing, Alina Lise? Pretty well, it seems. Oh. Oh. Pinned and popped. Damn, we are fucking capable. Some griffin meat, I assume? I don't know why that feels lewd. It feels lewd. Really? We haven't heard any stories about that. Oh, cool. We get some storytelling. She was a little girl who didn't know her right from her left, is what she said. Migi no Hidari. Come on. It's pretty clear what happened. Come on, Rudy. He banged the elf hottie. Hell, you almost did too. A couple times in different contexts. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see, dear. For real? For real. Holy shit. I was so wanting to be here. I'm so glad that it's here. That's so sick. Oh my god, that's the end of the app. It's perfect. Perfect as is. Great. And next episode will be the Labyrinth River Pond, something simple, straightforward, or something crazy that's gonna into the okay. Nothing too schmancy. Into the labyrinth we go, and the questions that that's gonna raise will be raised, and that'll be great. I wonder if we'll be able to quickly meet and find our family in the next episode. I'm feeling like that would be the time to do it. This episode is cool, but not like crazy. It's not an overstated episode. There's not too much going on here. In terms of monster fights, they're fun, but they're like indicators of time passing over the course of a journey, as opposed to being big emotional buildups in themselves. They're like milestones, as opposed to indicators that our character has leveled up or developed in some way. Some of our fights are big, important moments. Some of our fights have emotional weight and stakes and consequences to them. In this context, the only time there's any actual fear is when it's like, ooh, something unknown is going to land on Rudy, and then we see that it's a griffin, and it's like, yeah, this is gonna be a cool fight. There will be a couple of cool cuts of animation in it that'll be fun, and then it'll be over, and it'll just be a way to pass the time as we continue on this journey. More honestly fun or enjoyable to me are a lot of the landscape shots, because traveling is a big piece of Mushoku Tensei. It was from kind of the beginning of the show. We moved into a state where we wanted to get on the road, and then we're forced to be on the road for so long, and so much of our development and characterization happened with Rudy and Eris, and Rudy and Ruijerd, and people on the road, and Roxy, and people on the road traveling, moving through different places on the Demon continent and elsewhere. And so this period of time that we've had where we've been stuck in town has been a change of pace. It's been the odd bit out of most of the flow of Mushoku Tensei. Going places and adventuring and doing stuff is really the flow that we're in, and this felt like a perfect way to transition from one format to the other. Because that's what the episode really is. Last episode is when we make the decision that we're going to leave, and it's the episode where we are spending our time here and feeling the pull away, right? Like, we're enticed on the call to adventure, and we're refusing the call to adventure. It's like, no, I can't go. I can't leave my home. I can't leave Sylphie. I don't want to go out of here. But the call is there, and it's persistent. And so after some searching and some rejecting the call, as heroes almost always do, Rudy comes around to it at the end of the episode and makes his decision. And so we begin this episode with that decision having been made, and now the pieces of it need to come into place. The logistics, the goodbyes, and saying goodbye to the space. And so that's what we do in the course of the episode. We say our goodbyes to each of the people, and each of those goodbyes, the ones that we already did, have already been done. Like, we know what Zanaba said and told us. We know mostly how it's going to be with a lot of these people, but for Alenalise and for Nanahoshi and for Persena and Lilia, it's like letting everybody know, and so many of them are so helpful for us. Nanahoshi is shocked and maybe hurt, maybe scared, maybe freaked out by his leaving, but she takes it in stride. We have this frame of her where she's left alone against this wall, and it feels empty and blanked. But her response isn't to withhold from him, but instead to give him information that she was withholding. Information she knows will be useful. Information that, assuming it worked properly, and it seems to have, sort of, will save him an immense amount of time. In some ways, it's the paying off of Rudius's willingness to help her. And that's wonderful. This conversation is hard. It's tough, but, well, that. Now, let's ask a question about this. This is the perfect response. Yes? It's the perfect response. Hey, honey, there's something really difficult that I need to do, and I'm really scared about leaving you because I don't know that I want to be around to protect you and stuff. Got it. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. It's a perfect response. How long did Sylphie have to come up with it? How long has Sylphie been aware that Rudius has been struggling with this concept of leaving? How long has Sylphie had to sit and think, what can I do to give off the best impression possible so that Rudy leaves feeling like I'm strong here, whether it's true or not? And so the follow-up question is, how strong actually do you think Sylphie actually is? And based on her shaking and nervousness, it's 50-50. A part of it is that she actually is competent and strong, but this is new territory. She's having a baby. It's scary. But she's putting up a strong front for Rudius and for herself to believe it. But she's scared. Really scared, and Rudy knows it too. Still, what a powerful thing to be able to try to act strong like that in a relationship. I think better to be open about the difficulty of it. Better to be open about like, yeah, I am really afraid, but that's okay. We're going to work through that. But this is still so beautiful and so powerful. And then there are the scary parts. Every time we reference, so I think I'll make you back before you give birth, every time we push toward those shortcuts and stuff, something goes wrong. It's like a consistent little thrum of a pattern that's being established over the course of the story. It happens here, the candles flicker, right? It happens when Alina Lee says it, something else gets a little bit funky. It happens when we go up the mountain and he's going like, I'd do anything for a shortcut, eagle, like immediately, right? It's a spooky pattern. It's like, what sacrifices is Rudius willing to make to get it there and back? And, well, Hitogami wasn't clear about his regrets and what they would be. What will Rudius regret? And what will he miss on this journey in its own right? I don't know. Naming the baby being a death flag is fucking scary. Rudius Jr., Jesus. Very interesting. And then 3 candles burning. We'll see if that symbol reappears. If it does, please let me know. I'll forget by next week that the candles burning, 3 candles going is a symbol. And like some of those candles going out would be really spooky as a symbol. So I'm really quite curious about that. God, what a fucking horse. Holy shit, muffins. Kink Gear. This is so cute. I'm so glad for them. Especially considering the way that Alina Lee was feeling about trying to like leave him. They really needed to talk about it for real. And yeah, she's shaking and scared. Of course she is. We'll get back before you give birth. Never fear. Quote. It's fucked. That's so fucked. You don't say shit like that. Great horse. Cool forest. Probably my favorite shot in the episode is this one when they jump down the thing. I just really like it. It reminds me of like Made in Abyss and other Mushoku Tensei when we've had cool journeys and cool places. I like the hidden location thing. I'm fucking super interested in this barrier. Each of the teleportation circles seems to be relegated to the name of one of the dragons, one of the dragon generals, a dragon who lived only for conviction, had magnificent arms, the second dragon to die. His scales green and silver, and so in the name of Shirad, the Holy Dragon Emperor, I break this seal. And what does breaking that seal do? Fuck, man, I don't know. It's pretty interesting, and I'm very curious about the piece of clothing. We go through the circle, pop over to the other side, use the book on teleportation, we need to touch each other, we hop through, we talk about unpleasant experiences, but no worries, everything will be totally fine. And we pop onto the other side. This place has been here for a long time. She goes back, timeline-wise, she goes back, he waits, it's been a while. Don't know how long, a couple minutes maybe, a few seconds. He walks around, finds an interesting cloak. I want to check something. Fucking crazy if it's true, but I want to check Orsted's cloak. Orsted's character design, using the image that I use in the yeah. That's his cloak. That's Orsted's cloak. No, that's like there's no bones, no butts, no coconuts about that, dude. That is That's the boy. Like, look at that shit. Same buckles, same leather. Okay. Wait. What? So we get Dragon Emperor stuff. He goes, huh. And then we're interrupted by Alina Lee re-arriving. You were gone a while. What? I thought I came right back. So there's either a time lag or there's a distortion within these particular spaces. It'll be very interesting. What if we arrive in Rapan and it's like actually been a year later? What if there's no escaping the time distance? What if the shortcut doubled our time spent, or tripled it, or quintupled it? we set up so many pieces that are going to be moving and changing in the world that if things were to run for like a year or 2 years or an unexpected amount of time, that would change everything. Oh, that scares the fuck out of me. Like, what if Rudius's perception of time while he's in this temple space is warped? Because we're in Weird Dragon Zone. And then we do this desert journey on not knowing where we're at. Maybe it was just a few moments or minutes, though. But maybe it wasn't. Or what? Oh, dude, I don't fucking know. That's so spooky. I think the desert journey elements look really cool. I think this is very interesting. The scent gets it all going. I think this iteration or visualization of succubi as like vampire bats who tempt you out of your tent is fucking sick and kind of cool and hot. I love that they get jabs and stuff at each other. These are like token action scenes. They're not meant to be great. I don't mind that they're not amazing or crazy. This feels like time passing, feels like movement being made. Again, it's right when he talks about a shortcut and right when it talks about nothing going wrong. Getting to learn a little bit about Zenitsu is cool, but arriving at Rappan is the whole real point. And I'm so excited. This whole idea of a city in a little oasis inside the skeleton of a giant creature is deeply compelling to me, and I can't wait to see what it's actually all about. I'm very curious to see whether we just had some time fuckery. And I'm quite scared of that. But for now, I think that's a wrap for this episode of ReZero. A pretty simple one, all things considered, and I'm okay with that, particularly for this week's purposes. So thank you so much for joining me for this transitional episode of the show as we move somewhere else to do more adventuring. Thanks so much for watching. Early access on the Patreon. See you next week for more. Much love. Peace.